Page of Madness is a 1926 Japanese silent horror film made by a bunch of Japanese avant-garde artists called the Shinkankakuya, or the School of New Perceptions, led by the film's director, Teinosuke Kinugasa. The film was found in a warehouse of Kinugasa's in 1971 after being presumed lost since its original release date in 1926. The film is essentially a reaction against Japanese mainstream cinema of the time, but there are other factors behind this film's creation. The first of these is the scar that the Great Kanto earthquake in 1923 left on Japanese society. Aside from the massive amounts of destruction that this earthquake caused, there were also deep sociological changes that occurred due to this earthquake. Essentially, this earthquake forced many aspects of Japanese culture that still remain steeped in tradition to be forced out of that tradition into Western-style modernity that the government at the time was pushing. Around this time, the School of New Perceptions was formed, and its main goal was that it wanted to resist these new mainstream trends that were occurring throughout society, mostly in art and specifically in cinema. This resistance against mainstream cinema is reflected throughout the film. While many Japanese films, and indeed worldwide cinema of the time, showed literal actions, usually set in a literal contemporary or historical time period, this film fights against that. It does not portray an entirely literal narrative, nor does it constrain itself to showing what is literally happening at all times for all the characters. Instead, it focuses on their dreams and their fears, and many of the characters' warped perceptions. This film, being set in an asylum, is the perfect bridge between the filmmaker's vision and the audience, as it gives the audience an insight into what the characters are feeling and the madness that is surrounding them. But this film does not really care so much about whether it portrays contemporary or real or literal events. It's more focused on what it can do with what the camera can do and what cinematography can do. And this experimentation with camera work really helps us cement this film's surreal atmosphere in really wonderful, innovative ways that does not stop just at the cinematography. It's reflected through the editing, and indeed, in many ways, through the abstract and bizarre acting that you see in the film. It's truly a wonderful piece of cinema, and I'm so glad that it was found again. If you can, please check it out. Thanks for watching. And hey, while you're here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you like this video, please share it about and watch the film. And I hope you're staying safe. And yep, see you soon.